Hello, sudoku friends, and welcome to yet another puzzle in my Chinese series. These puzzles are rated or graded, and this one is supposed to take on the average of 32 minutes to solve. It is labeled a hard puzzle, whatever that means, because some of these puzzles are really simple, I think, to solve, and others are more difficult. So without further ado, let's look at this one. The first thing that I see is that these two nines block down here, and therefore this must be a 9. And I see a couple of 7s blocking over here, and a 7 blocking up here, making this a 7. An 8 must go up here somewhere. There's a 2 blocking down here and the 2 blocking over here. So one of these must be a 2, making one of these a 2. And there's a 2 in this column. So this must be a 2. And this 2 blocks over here, this 2 blocks up here. So one of these must be a 2. We need to find a 2 for the top row as well. And it can't go here because of this 2. Therefore, it must go here. 5s. 5 must go here or here. There's only one 6 in this grid. And that's not a lot, is it? But there's a 9 going over here and a 9 coming down here. So one of these must be a 9. And therefore one of these must be a 9. And it can't be this cell here because the 9 in the row. So this is a 9. And there's an 8 here and here blocking up here like so. And the 8 blocks across here. So this is an 8. And therefore this must be an 8 because we got these two 8s blocking here, here, and the 8 blocking here. So this is an 8. And that makes, of course, this an 8. Now one of these must be an 8. And there's a 7 blocking across here and a 7 blocking down here. So this is a 7. And that makes this cell here a 7 as well. 7 blocking down here and the 7 across. So one of these is a 7. 1, 2, 3 squares here must be a 1, 9, and a 5. We got a 5 and a 9 in the row, so this must be a 1. This can't be a 5 due to the 5 in the row, so this must be the 9 and this must be the 5. Yes, I think that is correct. One of these must be a 3 because this square is blocked by the 3 here, and that means that one of these must be a 3. That's not doing me a whole lot of good though. What is happening with these 3 squares? So they have to be a 4, 5, and a 1. And frankly, one of these must be a 1 because we have a 1 blocking up here and we have a 1 blocking up here. So this is a 1. This is now a 4, 5, and this is a 4, 5. While I'm thinking about that, these two ones block over here, making this a 1. Didn't I say that a 3 needed to go up here somewhere because of the 3 here? Yes, and if I didn't, I'm saying it now. The same is true for the 4. The 4 can't go here or here, so one of these must be a 4, and the other one is a 3. Let's see if we can find out what the third digit is going to be. It would be a 5 or a 6. Can we figure that out with the information at hand? I don't think so. So let me look at these 3 squares. Here they have to be a 4, 6, and a 3. No, I can't seem to resolve that yet. But this must be a 3 because there's a 3 already blocking these 2 squares. So this is a 3. What does that do to the row? A 4, 5, and a 6. There's a 6 here, so that one of these must be a 6, but that, and there's a 5 here, so, oh, hang on, 4, 5, and 6, no, this is a 4 or a 6. And by the way, these two are 4s and 6s, and I can see a pattern here, 4 and 6 here, 1 and 8 blocking here, so these are 1 and 8, and therefore, these being a 4, 6, these must be a 2 and a 5. And we can do something with that because the 2 blocks over here, this 2 blocks over here, this 2 blocks down here, making this a 2. And these 2's block down here, and this 2 blocks here. So this is a 2 in row 7. Can we do more with this? Seem to be making quite some progress here. 1 and 8. So that would put a 1 here or here. We figured out the 2's. What about the 5? Yes, a 5 and a 2 here, but the 5 blocking down here, making this a 5 and this a 2. One of these is a 3. We are still looking, in addition to that, for a 6 and a 4. This is a 6, 4, we know that. And one of these is a 3, we know that too. So it's not helping much. A 1, 3, and a 7 here. No, I don't think so, because both of these two squares can be a 3. I think we got most of the 8s. We're just lacking these 4 squares, I think. Yes. And they are nice pairs. So let's see if we can work with that. We know that a 3 and a 4 must go up here somewhere. And we know that these are a 1 and an 8. So in addition to those digits, we still need to find a 6 and a 5. And this can't be a 5. So we got a 5 and a 3 and a 4 going on over here. That makes this a 6. And we have a 4, 6 here, right? So this is now a 6 and this is a 4. I hope this is right because I think it was quite some neat logic. So these 3 squares now have to be a 1, 5, and a 7. 1, 5, and a 7. I can't do much with that. Can I? No. And that leaves 3, 4, and a 6 for these 3 squares. And this cannot be a 4 and it cannot be a 6, therefore it must be a 3. The 3 blocks down here and the 3 blocks over here, making this a 3, and therefore this is a 3. Now we're looking for an 8 and a 6 for these 2 squares. There's an 8 in this column, so this must be a 6 and this must be an 8, and that takes care of the 8 1 we had here. And also this now must be a 1, because a 1 must go in this bottom row, so a 1 can't go here, so this is a 1. The last digit in this row is going to be a 7. So what else is missing here? A 4 and a 6. And what else is missing here? Yes, a 4 and a 6 here, and I can't resolve those just yet. But these 3 have to be a 1, 7, and a 9. We have a 7 and a 9 in the column. Therefore, this is a 1. And now we know that this is a 1. This is now a 7, 9. And I have to wait a bit with solving those. Of course, we know that these have to be a 3, 4, or a 5, so there's no doubt that this is a 6. I don't know, sometimes I'm just not thinking. And we need to think if we want to solve these grids. This lonely cell has got to be a 4, making one of these a 4. And these two now must be a 7 and a 5. We have a 7 in the column, making this a 5, and this a 7, and this a 7, and therefore this must be a 9. This is therefore a 9, and the 4 must go up here. Just a 6 and a 3 for these 2 squares. They will also have to wait a second, but while they wait, I will just fill in the last digit here, which is, of course, a 5. So that makes this a 5. And remember how these two were 5s and 4s? This is now a 4. These two, therefore, a 3 and a 5. We have a 5 in the column, making this a 3 and this a 5. So a 3 here and here makes this a 3, and this is a 3, and this is therefore a 6, making this a 4. And this is a 4, making this a 4, and this must be a 6, making this a 6, and this a 2. And the last digit, I hope, in this puzzle, if I did everything all right, it's going to be a 6. Yes, we managed another hard puzzle in, I think, less than half the time that was set aside according to the photocopy that I have here. But it doesn't really matter. I don't solve Sudokus for speed. I solve them because I like the mental challenge. So I hope you liked it as well. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. And please come back for more soon. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.